performance?
Well, first and foremost, Minnesota is what Minnesota is. They're a really good hockey team, and I mentioned that I think last week that they were probably the best team in the country. So, having said that, I really there were parts of the game, especially Saturday. I thought we did a lot of really good things when we played to our identity and our standard. I thought we were effective, and so that was a good positive sign for our team. Playing to our standard. In fact, I kept saying play to our standard pretty much the entire night, and the guys were doing that, and I was really happy with that. We got a little out of sorts with a couple of penalties. And so we learned our lesson about keeping our emotions in check, me included. And so that was an important lesson that we learned. And so we move on. And, it's all part of the process. It's all part of growing and learning to play at a high level on the big stage. And something that our team, I think, had a good experience doing this past weekend.
I think if you could draw it up, you'd like to start fast like you did. You got the first goal. You got your guys behind the momentum going behind you. And then all of a sudden, things kind of unraveled. Was that mostly Minnesota? Or was that things that you kind of self-inflicted that took the momentum away?
Yeah, I think both nights we scored first. Really good starts. I think that's a positive. I'll go just to Saturday's game. I think the goal, somehow got tipped in front. Trotz was not in a great spot, so he probably would want that back. But if he stops it, it's a 1-1 game going in the second. So, the game was the game. I mean, we knew how hard it was going to be, and we know that we can be a lot better, and that's okay.
It doesn't get any tougher than Minnesota, but with the conference season starting and you get 5 your next 6 right here at home, that's got to be a good feeling.
Yeah, I mean, today was a great example of our guys being excited about playing in our conference now, and we had a really good spirited practice, and we know how good Augustana is. They've proven it over the last 3 weeks. And our conference is a tough conference. It's a grind every weekend, and points matter, as we know, at the end of the year. So we're going to go day by day, game by game, shift by shift. I know it's cliche, but that's why we've been, focused on our process from the moment we started this program. That's why our culture matters. That's why our identity matters. Playing to our standard matters, because when you start conference play, you're playing for something. And so everyone in that locker room matters in terms of how they prepare and how we approach every single moment of the game.
I want to get to the conference in just a minute, but I need to talk about your fans. Your fan base was incredible Saturday night. I wasn't there Friday night, but boy, they brought it at the XL, and I really commend you guys for what you do to get that energized fan base in your favor.
Well, I would be remiss not to mention our incredible staff that work extremely hard behind the scenes, from our ticket office to our marketing to our game ops. They did an unbelievable job of presenting the game in a building that's not our building.
Yeah.
And the student body, the way they came out and supported our guys and with such enthusiasm, and our fan base, I think you can see how important home ice advantage is, and being at a place where we can, kind of rally behind them. So really thankful and grateful for everybody behind the scenes, for our student body, our season ticket holders, our fan base, to be out there supporting our student athletes.
So Augustana comes in first. You mentioned how good they're playing, and they really are. They played some top opponents, but what will you want to do to try to slow them down and negate what they do?
I think it all comes back to playing within your identity and your standard. And that's our focus. We need to do that. We know they do some different things, and so we'll prepare the team for that. At the end of the day, you got to execute your game plan and execute what you do best, and be disciplined, detailed, and determined, and all the things that we talk about from week to week.
Does it feel kind of like a clean slate now at the end of the CCHA conference coming? Does it feel like it's 0-0 now and everybody's equal and you can just look at the rest of the non-conference games as experience?
Yes, I think that's a fair comment, because everybody is it.
Yeah.
Instead of, Ferris State and Bemidji have already played 2 games, so they got 2 games up on everybody. But it is a clean slate. We're playing for a conference championship, so are 9 other teams, or 8 other teams, I should say. So everybody's in the same boat. Like I said earlier, everything's going to matter now in terms of what we do from day to day, and we got to focus on that.
Most important thing is how everybody come through the weekend healthy.
We got some guys that will probably not be around for the weekend, unfortunately, with what happened on Saturday. But I don't think it's anything long term, and we'll get through it.